Hi everyone, so this week I'm going to be covering the mind-body problem. So to start, some questions that the mind-body problem was trying to answer are what is the relationship between the mind and body, and to what extent are the mind and body separate or the same? Alright, so to start, I'm going to bring back Rene Descartes because he is relevant to the mind-body problem in being that he was the first person to propose that there was even a relationship between the mind and body. He called this mind-body dualism, dualism meaning that the mind and body are separate structures. So you have this physical body and this non-physical mind. And Descartes was pretty important. He was a pretty pivotal figure. He established many fundamental beliefs that people later on down the road took and ran with and made their own. So the first person that we talked about this week that challenged Descartes' views on the mind-body problem was Baruch Spinoza. So he disagreed with Descartes on the fact that he didn't think that God, matter, and the mind were all separate. Spinoza thought they were all the same thing. And this belief is called double aspecticism. Basically, Spinoza assumed that the mind and body make up the human being, and they both have equal status in the human. So back to his belief that God, matter, and the mind are all the same thing, Spinoza believed that God was nature. God was a thinking and material substance, so everything in nature was the same way. Spinoza considered human beings to be part of nature. Also, Spinoza didn't believe that mental activity was just confined to humans or any living thing in the world. Everything was part of God, so everything had both mental and physical attributes. Next, we have Nicholas de Malebranche. He's mentioned in chapter 6 of the book. So Malebranche, he accepted Descartes' view that the mind and body were separate, but he disagreed with him on how they interacted. According to Malebranche's beliefs, God was actually the one who was monitoring all the interactions between the mind and body. Basically, he didn't think there was any contact between the mind and body, but there appeared to be one because of God's involvement. And this grew to be called occasionalism. I thought that the picture off to the side was a good representation of this because you have God sitting in the director's chair and then you have us off to the side who God is controlling, according to Malebranche. So the last person that was mentioned this week that had his own take on the mind-body problem was Gottfried Leibniz. So to start, he rejected Descartes' proposition of mind-body dualism because he thought it was impossible for something physical to cause something mental. And he also rejected Malebranche's idea on the mind-body problem because it was unsound to believe that God monitored everything continuously. So what did he believe? Leibniz believed that God created the universe and that he created it to be in perfect harmony, so nothing in the universe was going to influence anything else. And then Leibniz had the belief of monadology, that souls make up everything, and this led to his belief on psychophysical parallelism. So that's that the monads that make up the mind and body are always in agreement with each other because that's the way that God made it. And on this last slide, I just have my sources listed. I hope my video was helpful in breaking down the mind-body problem. Yeah, thanks guys.